Hello, good evening. This is Dr. Amihan, your humble servant in health in the northern part of Antique. Once again, wishing you good evening. We are about to discuss the importance of vaccination with regards to the novel COVID-19 vaccine among pregnant women, especially the one who are breastfeeding. Okay? So, as Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine was recently approved by the US FDA to be used as a novel vaccine for COVID in children aged 12 to 18. And the Pfizer pharmaceutical company also filed an emergency use authorization to the US FDA for the use of the novel vaccine in children aged 5 to 11. But there is a growing concern among parents who have children in a very young age, since the novel virus affects children of all ages, especially in those very young children that haven't been vaccinated yet by the novel COVID-19 vaccine. So 2 days ago, several pregnant patients of mine asked me what to do in order to prevent their newborns from getting COVID after delivery. Likewise, including their children aged 2 to 4 years of age. Since the children are not yet vaccinated by the novel COVID-19 vaccine. And my honest practical answer was, as parents of the children and soon to be parents of the newborn, you should be vaccinated first with the novel COVID-19 vaccine. And then you must breastfeed your newborns, including your younger children, 2 to 4 years of age. And I asked them, do you know why? Do you know the reason? So, to answer this, I have to show to you some very reliable paper or article or study that was published in the American Academy of Pediatrics Journal, which was published last November 1, 2021. This is now the study titled SARS-CoV-2 Antibodies in Breast Milk After Vaccination. Published in the American Academy of Pediatrics last November 1, 2021. This study is a prospective cohort single institution study. Started from February 2, 2021 to April 4, 2021 and done in the Hospital Universitario Nuestra Señora de Candelaria, Spain. This is now the participants of the study, composed of 126 and further narrowed down to 124 and then divided into two groups. The first group composed of 100 vaccinated breastfeeding mothers, and the other group composed of 24 unvaccinated but breastfeeding mothers. So they are the control group. And this 100 vaccinated breastfeeding mothers was further narrowed down to 93. Of these 93, 20 to 30 ml of their blood and milk were collected as samples to be tested for immunoglobulins or antibodies against SARS-CoV-2 receptor binding domain or spike protein. So the collected blood samples and breast milk samples was taken 14 days after they received either the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine or the Moderna vaccine. Likewise, of these 24 participants as control group that were not vaccinated but breastfeeding mothers, 20 to 30 ml of their blood or breast milk were also collected and examined for the presence of antibodies in the blood and milk against SARS-CoV-2 receptor binding protein or spike protein. And I will show you now the result of the study, of which it is quite very impressive. 94% of the participants received Pfizer-BioNTech novel COVID vaccine, and all of the vaccinated breastfeeding mothers had a higher concentration of anti-SARS-CoV-2 receptor binding domain spike protein immunoglobulins in their blood. Okay, more than 3,000 binding antibody units. Likewise, all vaccinated study participants had anti-SARS-CoV-2 receptor binding spike domain spike protein IgG, and 89% of them had anti-SARS-CoV-2 receptor binding domain spike protein IgA in their milk. And the most important of all, that patients or participants vaccinated and are breastfeeding for more than 24 months had a higher concentration of these antibodies compared to mothers who are breastfeeding less than 24 months. This simply shows from the result of the study that there is a clear association between COVID-19 vaccinations and the presence of specific antibody concentrations in human milk. So based from the study result, it is very important for pregnant women to be vaccinated with the novel COVID-19 vaccine and advise them to breastfeed their young in order to give them protection against COVID-19. So once again, this is Dr. Amihan, your humble servant in health, wishing you good night. Thank you for watching. See you next. God bless.